Now it's been a good while, you know. I have returned to build on the world again. Last video I made that, and then the day before I made that, so I made the bakery right there. Now I was going to make this here, but then I hopped off and then I want to play BF5. So I'm going to make this house. It's an hour-long video, and then add some, maybe two or a good amount of houses can go in this plot. So one here, the bridge goes here to go across. So let's get to building. And this time, you know what? I'm going to edit this like I did when I used to play Titanfall 2. If you still here from when I used to do that, then you know how I used to edit my videos. Let's get into it. Last night I lost a subscriber and then I got one this morning again. Like, what? Some people are lore builders, and I'm like, yeah, you can put me in that, as a lore builder, because I'm not just building aimlessly. I want a story to take place here, and I need to put leaves on these houses. Every house must have leaves at the top of it. It just makes it stand out. I need to add more leaves here, because remember I ran out. I had to put some more over here. And that's the windmill. Yeah, I'll put some all over the place. But for now, let's just do the main buildings, and then we'll farm leaves after. Okay, from there. Make more stone bricks. Now it's been a while since I edited any kind of hyper manner. I don't know if I still got it. Build with purpose, he says. Build with purpose. Like, I can extend on this back alley, put some barrels and whatnot at the back here. That child chamber like being one just there and another one over there. I have different things. It's like huge. Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, that's what he did. Now he does the wall with the steps. Now I'm thinking These. Let me cook. Hold on. Let me try something. Can this work together? No, nah, that can't work together. Let me try quartz. Try quartz. I have quartz here. That looks much better, you know. Yeah, that looking much better than the diorite. See, you can't even tell. It actually looks nice. And look at this fog though. Ooh, that looks nice. Yep, that looks good. Look, it actually fits. And then instead of using oak trapdoors, because I don't want to go and farm for oak, just use the copper grits. Only 15 minutes into the video. What else this man have to add to that house, boy? Minutes in, I'm just completing the shell of the house. How long have I been recording for? Almost an hour. Okay, I thought that would actually fit, but nope. I did this the wrong side. Oh my goodness, I did all that. It's supposed to be here. Bruh.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to open. this side is higher than this side. You know, I'm leaving it because on this side of the roof, that side of the roof lower than that side. No, I can't. That would have been, oh, that would have been awesome. Like, you can place it above, but you cannot make it sit on that. Oh boy. Here is coming together nicely. And then back alley here, I put a wall up here and a barrel. Put a wall up here. There's only certain places. So I might make him, you know, when he comes from here, walks in front of here. You know, he's looking, he's a bit paranoid. Walks in here, goes here, and either the grid can be here or the grid can be in the wall here. Now to close off this, I should either one put this house here and then that house here. I don't think that house can fit here, you know, maybe like piece of it can fit here. I need to fill hay houses and hay houses, and then at the back of this house should be another one, and then they should have like a small, you know, way between them, like about here, because the main bridge is here. I'm going to have like a guard post here. So for the start of everything, before everything goes to shit, you're going to see a guy running in the rain. You know, he's looking a bit nervous. You know, like he's planning to betray what he once knew and loved. Walk in. Now I was going to have like someone on a roof somewhere watching him, or through a window. You know, they'll be in the window and then they'll see him and they'll be like, what is he up to? And then he'll pass here, looking about, and then go in the back here, and you know, camera will switch to him opening the sewer, and then he goes down. Then when he gets there, a blue glow will come out from the shadows. You know, the guy has a hood on, and the warden, you know, the sensors, the antennas, and that will start glowing, and he'll make the, you know, the noise, the warden noise. You know, he'll start talking and he'll give them directions and all those kinds of things, and then it will start from there. I'll make this scene happen in this village. I was going to make it happen in the capital, the main capital I was planning to do over there, but I was like, I already have, you know, this happening here. You know, they have the trial chamber over there. They have a trial chamber next to where I'm planning to put the capital, the nice capital. But I was like, I'm already starting here, so I can like already put stuff here. Then I have a priestess. That's how you say it. A warden, you know, skull priestess. I made her. I have mushroom knights, and I have blacksmiths and all those people. I even have a mushroom girl for the tavern over there. I have an old head, you know them, those old heads you see and they just drinking their life away and telling some wild stories, and they, you know, they always in the tavern drunk, and they always, you know, want someone to pay their tab or something. I have you know, I have a skin for that. I made a guy. You know, I even want like someone to be like in the cellar playing chess or whatnot. You know, just different things. Building with purpose. So this whole street I have to replace it with either I do the mixture or I just do something like this, but with more andesite and all that. Most likely I'm going to make this entire thing cobblestone mixed with stone bricks and andesite. I'm going to make a farm, a stone automatic stone farm, you know, the one that drops TNT, breaks the block and it regenerates. I need to do something like that to look for a tutorial. Like, what do you think? Should I have a big doorway here, you know, those big doorways, and then they discover it mining from, because I wanted them to have like a mine area right here, and then all the way here they go, and then he hit the wall and blocks fall, and big doorway with the breeze face on it, or skeleton, or a wither design, the wither, you know, some wither art on it. That's what I'm trying to say. So big doorway, a wither on it, but that wither has white eyes. The wither already has white eyes, but yeah. So big doorway, long corridor, you know, it goes, you know, they have all these rooms, and then at the back here, yeah, I should put it at the back here. So open up this room, huge room, and the command block is sitting there. Now when one of the knights open up the doors, it will send out a blast, and you see all these blocks, the properties of them will change. So this copper block right here will change into a step with water in it, with, you know, water log step, and then, you know, that one can change into a crafting bench, that one can, you know, just different blocks, bedrock, whatnot. Send out a blast, change the properties of all the blocks around it, and the unlucky guy who opened the door will get caught inside of it and turn to ice. And then the other guys will watch that and be like, you know, wide-eyed, and, you know, they're holding them off and fighting skeleton zombies, and all the mobs are just extremely powerful. You know, all the mobs have diamond armor, and they just don't, they're not like your regular mob you find on the surface. But yeah, I was thinking of something like that. And in the sewers here, you're going to see, you saw the poster, one of the guys that, you know, watch my videos, he is going to appear here and be talking to one of the knights. And the priest, you know, for this village, the pastor, he is not someone to be trusted. So I'm going to have a secret, you know, a little door here, not really secret, have a door under the step, and it goes here. I already like how this is here, so you can go here, and then you're going to have like a secret area down here. Now I'm so hyped for what I have in my mind, and I want to create it. This would be so awesome. I just hope I can pull it off and my PC will not blow up on me. But I'm gonna end off this video right here. If you wanna stay for the, you know, the adventure, subscribe. I barely say that. Like every time I finish a video, I always say I'm gonna end it off right here, and I don't ask people to subscribe. Maybe that's why no one's subscribing. But yeah, if you want to see me continue this and then go into the story, subscribe. That would be awesome. What else should I? Yeah, subscribe. I'm gonna end it off right here. Laters.